Hey everybody, welcome back to the Big Sunday Show. Now look, a terrible crash at a pride parade in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, happened when a truck plowed into the crowd, killing at least one person and hurting one other. Now, right after it happened, the mayor placed blame, well, immediately, without knowing all of the facts. Listen to this.
What we saw, it was a terrorist attack on the LGBT community. This is disgusting. We will not stand for this. This is not going to happen in my city or any city.
Well, good news for him is that that wasn't a terrorist attack. It did not happen in Fort Lauderdale. It did not happen while he was mayor. And of course, this is a horrible tragedy. The fact of the matter is, we now know, and even at the time when the young man was taken out of the truck, he was wearing a Gay Men's Chorus T-shirt. He said it was an accident. And so now we know that that's a fact. There's actually a statement from the leader of the Gay Men's Chorus there in Fort Lauderdale. He says, our fellow chorus members were those injured, and the driver was also a part of the chorus family. To my knowledge, this was not an attack on the LGBTQ community. We anticipate more details to follow and ask for the community's love and support. So, Lisa, let me just mention this because it seems to be automatic, right? This is a liberal dynamic where there was no details, and it was immediately declared a terrorist attack. Where do you think that comes from? And is that something even fair to say without knowing all of the details, no matter how sure you are?
No, of course not. I mean, that's something you want to get absolutely correct, right? And of course, the mayor didn't care about that. He didn't care about the facts. He had a narrative to be pushed. And this is emblematic, Tammy, as you point out, of a broader problem we have in the country right now. We have an epidemic of false narratives. I mean, look over the past few years. How many false narratives have been told by the people in charge or the media where they want to push a narrative instead of the facts that meets their world view? I mean, we see it with the Covington kids story. We saw it with Russiagate. We even see it with the deadly narrative that's being told now about police brutality in America. It's simply not happening. I mean, if you look at the facts, you look at the 2020 data, only 5.3% of the people shot and killed by police were unarmed. And that doesn't include the Michael Browns of the world trying to reach for a police officer's gun. Yet what's the net effect of that? And you look at murders and homicides going up in cities across America as a result of this false narrative that's been told.
We've got a statement. We've got a statement that the mayor made to Fox News. He said, with all of this now and the realization that it was a horrible accident, he said, I was an eyewitness to the horrifying events. It terrorized me and all around me. I reported what I saw to law enforcement and had strong concerns about what transpired, concerns for the safety of my community. I feared it could be intentional based on what I saw from mere feet away. Trace, that would have been an appropriate thing to say. Like, I don't know everything that happened. I fear that this might be deliberate. But really, it's almost as though it's expected or desired, or that with everything being about victimhood, that is the only place to go. Is that statement enough from the mayor?
The statement is the weakest walkback I have ever seen for a couple of reasons. One, he says, well, I was terrorized. Well, that's not what you said. You said it was a terrorist attack. And then he goes on to say, you know, we've got problems and this kind of thing shouldn't happen in our town. And you think, wait a minute, you absolutely said these absolute lies. In the fact, he said, quoting, it was deliberate. He went on to say it was premeditated and it was targeted against a specific person, meaning Deborah Wasserman Schultz. All of that was false. And the question becomes, you know, you wonder if President Trump were still in office, if he would have went on to say, and all of this is being ginned up by the rhetoric in the Oval Office. That's kind of the pattern that he was going on, jumping to these conclusions and then trying to walk it back, saying, well, I just told them what I saw. No, you didn't. You gave them an exact lie after lie after lie of something that has zero evidence to back it up.
And you know, Leo, this is the kind of thing that all minority groups are experiencing from the left, is this encouragement to feel as though anything horrible can happen to you in a deliberate manner, that your fellow Americans. Now, I'm not saying hate crimes don't happen. We know that there are problems this country has to work on, absolutely. But isn't that enough? Do we need to see every single thing? It's like the cancel culture. Every single thing is a problem. Everybody's existence is offensive. And now, of course, with people clearly are going to be grieving, a horrible mark on the day. Do you think this is something that Americans finally recognize as this having gone too far and people being brainwashed in a way?
Most Americans do, Tammy, but the left will continue to play this game. You see, they play identity politics, and every person that falls within their rubric, color, gender, orientation, is a victim. We're automatically a victim, even though we suffer no harm. And that mayor, Tammy, to get out in front. Normally, when you do a criminal investigation, you have the law enforcement, you have the chief of police speaking. This guy went out and intentionally lied. He lied without any factual information from law enforcement. And he can't walk that back. But the Democrats and the left are always going to play identity politics because they want us to feel oppressed. I do not feel oppressed.
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. I think all of us don't right here. So this is great stuff. Great. Thank you, Leo.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.